Hello, hello, hello. Welcome or welcome back, depending on if this is your first time tuning in. Welcome to Barefaced and Bonnets, the podcast. It's your girl, K. Nichelle.
It's Asia Simone.
And I'm bringing up the rear. I'm A. Renee.
Hey. So today's episode is about blackness this week. Y'all, black people was black people in this week, and I am here for it. So we want to get into the BAMA BRAWL. We know that you have seen the video. If you have not, listen, one of your friends have seen it. Ask them to send you the video. Here's the premise. So there was a black man working on a dock, and there was a boat that was in the way. Wasn't supposed to be there. Bro wanted them to move the boat. And one black man ended up getting jumped by a group of non-black people. You can go look at the video and figure out who was out there wanting to throw hands with bro for just doing his job. Well, what they didn't realize was they was about to mess around and find out. Why? Because bro threw his hat up in the air like a bat signal, and next thing you know, a group of black people who may or may not have known him decided to come to his rescue. This week was a week of black peopling, and we were doing it in the finest manner. So when y'all saw the video, what ran through your minds when y'all saw it? Asia Simone, I want to hear from you first because you sent us about 15 links. And so I want to hear from you first.
Listen, Black Twitter is always going Black Twitter. If you don't know what that is, I'm so sorry. I'm not explaining it to you. Yes, I believe in gatekeeping.
Period.
All I could do was watch it over and over and over because there's so many different angles. There's so much commentary.
Okay.
Listen, not only were there different angles and commentaries, there were different videos. And it's just something about seeing my good black people come together to each other's defense and support one another. It brings my little soul so much joy, ancestral joy. Just to see black folks that didn't know each other from Adam coming together.
Wakanda forever.
Coming together.
It felt like the Black Avengers. It felt like the Black Avengers.
And I'm not going to lie.
And they appeared.
They said that was the bat signal. Homeboy ran down the dock. Little baby, I'm not going to mention his name because he has asked for no notoriety, no attention. So I'm not going to mention the young man's name. But he jumped in the water. He swam his way over there. Somebody was joking, say little boy didn't even know how to swim. But in the moment he learned,
So listen, this is what I learned by just being in you all's presence. Y'all was calling bat signals. My generation, yes. This is how we felt. When that hat went up in the air, this is what happened. Hootie hoo!
I knew it. It was a hootie hoo.
They heard it. Listen, because think about it. It was young folk and old folk who came to that man's rescue.
Men and women.
Exactly.
Men and women. Them folk my age heard hootie hoo! And they came a-running.
Listen,
it was the best thing to see. And first and foremost, okay, we do not condone violence. But my dad said you don't start none, won't be none. And you don't have to start a fight, but you
better finish it.
But he also said don't let nobody punch you because they might hit you with a one-hitter quitter. So the fact that the older gentleman who was working the dock threw his hat up and squared up, I was not mad at him because my job is not worth my life.
Ever.
And the fact that 4 or 5 non-black people decided to jump on a person. Well, it started
4 or 5 initially.
It started at 4 or 5. You know, they started jumping on someone for doing their job when they were in the wrong.
100%.
The audacity.
Listen, you don't even have to look at the video to know what kind of people these are.
But my favorite part of the video is actually the fact of there's still moments that people have taken clips of that are my favorite parts. Like the fact that they beat the Crocs off that man. I don't understand how your foot went through you. They said he didn't have a sports mode.
Okay, so hold on. Because myself and a couple of young ladies at work, we watched the video with the whole Croc thing a week before this happened. I think that they blended that in just so it's more funny because we watched that very video with that man with them Crocs like a week ago.
I'm pretty sure the Croc situation was a different situation. It's still funny to think about.
The Crocs beat off of them. I don't care what happened.
My favorite part, because again, thank you, Asia Simone, for sending us like 20 clips. I couldn't even go to bed. I just kept watching them over and over, and then I started sending y'all clips.
It did.
My favorite part was the girl who was commentating. Boop,
boop,
boop, get him. Boop.
My favorite.
I said, where did they get her from?
Okay, listen, she need a show too. Let's get her.
She does.
We got to figure out who the booper was so we can get her in. I love that. I just want to say that I need the police to stop looking for the old man with the chair. There was no old man with the chair. We don't know what you're talking about. We didn't see it.
Let me tell you what my favorite part was, though, outside of the non-existent man with the chair. There was a part where the boat got close enough to the dock, because all of the black folks wasn't jumping in the water. It was one brave young man. Salute to that young man. Once that boat got close enough and all the crew hopped off that boat, it's something. Listen, y'all gonna see it in another episode where I talk about dating thugs. I didn't marry one. I dated him. And it's something about seeing a black man specifically, no shirt, in his pants, doing the skip with the pull up of the pants and it do something. And that's when you knew it was they was about to go down. They wasn't finna let that old man get jumped like that. They was finna get them people a two-piece with a biscuit.
They ran back to their boat so fast. They was like, retreat.
They was trying to push off. They was trying at a different angle. Again, because I saw all the angles. They was trying to push the boat away from. Why wasn't y'all doing that before? When the older gentleman asked you to move your boat, now y'all want to move the boat. Homeboy, there was one. He got in the boat and started swinging. I said, "Oh,
yeah, you done got beat up on land and in sea. That is a bad day for your family."
Listen, and the women.
Sorry.
Y'all should have just sat that one out, baby. Y'all trying to get in there, hop in the fight, swing on grown men. Don't be mad when them grown men swing back on you. Keep your hands to yourself.
That's my question to K. Nichelle and Asia Simone. You see some men brawling, and they one-on-one. Y'all gonna hop in?
Absolutely not.
Not one-on-one. Absolutely not.
So that's some common sense for those of you
that
don't know better.
The people whose side that those women were on, it was never one-on-one. They already had the upper hand.
They already were the jumpers.
So you had need to sit this one out, sis.
At the point where everybody, it was 46-8 now.
Not them
women were still trying to hop in with these men. It's just like, girl, go sit down somewhere. Because here's the thing. When you feeling a certain kind of way and you in the moment, I don't see you as a woman. What I felt was you hit me.
You're an opponent.
And now I just hit back. So have several seats. Go swimming. I mean, you got tossed in the water. One of them did.
I was going to say somebody did swimming. But
she did. That was
here's my thing with it is it's a difference in trying to break up the fight and add into the fight. And you see several of those non-black women come in swinging. They're not trying to pull them apart and stop the fight. Nope. They're adding to it. At which point, me, who doesn't always believe violence is the answer, I already told my husband, I said, let one of them heifers try to swing on you.
It was on and popping. Good looks to the sisters that got off the boat and was swinging.
And was swinging too.
Sis, I salute you too.
Keep your hands.
We just came together. Black people was black people in on 100% that day, and I love that for us. Since that time, there's been another video released of a young man out of. Gotta go back.
Hold on.
What's up?
Yeah, let's stay there for a minute.
Oh, Lord.
Because the thing that I kind of felt a little frustrated about was the fact that the security guards and the police was there for a while. They was kind of skipping through the crowd, but the first set of people that you saw in handcuffs was not the people who started this whole thing. Absolutely. And that's a problem for me. That's a problem for me.
Yeah.
Because you just automatically assume that we were the aggressors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. And I mean, our whole entire being, even before we existed, we end up in handcuffs, and we are not always the ones who start stuff. Now, somebody told me if you stay ready,
you ain't gotta get ready.
Get ready.
But y'all gonna stop putting us in handcuffs for stuff we ain't do.
I will say that after everything was discussed, and what you can see on one of the videos is one of the young ladies that was recording, she's with the police telling him, no, them people started it. They jumped that old man
in the white shirt.
They are the ones who caused this fight, and everybody came to his defense. And had she not been there, had she not said something, along with, I'm sure, several other bystanders, I doubt anything would have happened to those non-Black individuals. They would have cried wolf. Look at us. It's only 8 compared to all these people. They got guests that are trying to get on the sipping bike or whatever it was called that lady said they're waiting for. All these people on the Harriet, all these other people, the crew. And it's just us. What did we do?
Well, here's my thing. They keep saying that somebody had a chair. I'm like, here, the chair right here. The chair right here. What chair did y'all see? Because the chair, look, here the chair.
Chair been at your house the whole time.
Chair been in my house. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Now, how would your chair even get there?
I don't know, because
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm sure.
I ain't drugs alone. Stop smoking.
I ain't seen no chair.
I ain't seen one either.
It's at my house.
There was a chair used, but it was yellow, and it was used in Detroit. Did y'all see that video this week too?
Andy,
I don't know how that started, but somebody else done got hit in the head.
With a
chair. All I'm gonna tell y'all is that when folding chairs are around, y'all better stop blessing people. Like, stop playing with people. Like, people are not playing with y'all.
It was our people that created the folding chair. That's a little fact.
And did. In case you didn't know that, go Google it. Black man.
One thing I learned growing up is you could get whooped with the nearest item. So you might want to be careful with what's around you, because
people been beating Black people been beating people with the nearest item for centuries.
It don't necessarily need to be no hands. You might need to just
down. And you better not cry child abuse.
De-escalate. Oh Lord, that's a topic for another day. But yes,
I feel like there were triggers in that statement. So let's move on real quick.
I just got goosebumps. My God.
Girl, listen, when you start talking about folk been getting whooped with stuff that's nearby, I'm like, wait, what?
The nearest item. But yes, so if you see anything that look like it's not bolted down,
understand that you can catch these hands, these chairs,
business.
This railroad track from Little Kids Railroad. There's a lot of things you can get whooped with. So just back
for real,
up.
Let's just be honest. Had they just moved the boat,
none of that would have happened.
Had they just moved the boat, it makes me wonder if somebody else would have asked them to move the boat. Would it have been a problem?
No, absolutely not. Because from what I'm hearing, and allegedly, somebody decided to call that old man out of his name using a racial term. And so if that is factual, because allegedly that happened. If that is factual, we know to be true that sometimes people who don't look like us do not like to take directions from people who look like us. And
also,
if it came from someone else that looked more like them than us, maybe they would have just moved the boat. It would have been less drama that day. But following directions are basic skills we learn in preschool, kindergarten. And you didn't have to take that L. Now y'all gotta hold it.
Well, allegedly, there was a said presidential candidate who was having a whole campaign down in Alabama earlier in the week, and it had led all the way through the weekend. So supposedly people are saying that they were still hyped from, the little hype session that said candidate allegedly.
That means nothing to me. That means nothing to me.
Y'all gonna let one of these candidates help y'all write a check that y'all behinds can't cash. I don't understand how people haven't learned after January 6th. Like, people lost their lives that day, and that ain't no alleged. That lady died.
I can't fathom.
Y'all gotta stop following people up.
Because here's the thing, even if y'all were riding off of whatever energy y'all had, now y'all got some charges. Now you got some bruises.
Period.
Now you got some black eyes. And you're probably gonna lose your boating license.
You're gonna lose your voting license, and if
your
we
business.
as a people step up to the plate the way we should, that business should be shut down.
Well,
they shut down their Google stuff and marked it as closed because people were all over it,
reading them for filth in those.
Now
in those
you're in a position of your livelihood being questioned because you decided to not follow directions and to square up with the old person.
No, let's not even call it square up. Y'all decided to jump to attack. There are other historical phrases for where I'm leading. I'm not gonna go there because that's not that kind of talk.
Yeah, but it was mob mentality.
What y'all did,
no different than the way that they used to with the KKK. How you used to come a group of y'all towards one black man. Like if we're gonna call it out, let's call it out who you thought was defenseless. He wasn't that defenseless. He was holding his own as best he could. And y'all are so used to us not banding together. But our ancestors were strong. We stand on the shoulders of our ancestors, but we not backing down. And if y'all didn't learn that, it was a prime display.
I like to see. I want to see more of that going forward. I get tired because I'm a social media addict. It's a generational thing, right? I get tired of seeing black men and black women going against each other all day, every day about the stupidest stuff. When they didn't know that man from Adam, and they came to his defense without thinking, without question. It was second nature, and they came together and they defended him. That's how it should be. Why are we fighting each other over stupid stuff on social media?
Let me just say this, because somebody is going to get in our comments and be like, well, what about black on black crime? Okay, what about white on white crime, Mexican on Mexican crime, Asian on Asian crime? People typically get in battles with the people nearest them, and we typically live in neighborhoods with other people that look like us. So please do not get in the comments asking me about crime on race versus the exact same race, because it happens in every community. Don't do it, please. I got time.
This is not the same situation.
And this is not different. But that's what people will do when it's these moments. People like to go, but black people are killing black people and white people are killing white people. We are the only race where the media has sensationalized it to be a thing with its own title of black on black crime. When a white guy kills another white guy, they do not get on TV and says, today in white on white crime. They don't do that. Crime. So please do not get in the comments. I'm just telling you, don't do it. I got time. I don't want to use my time, but I got time.
And also,
and I'm not above going back and forth with stupidity because I like it. I like a little tussle. So don't.
And if you watch episode 1, then you already know the squad coming behind her. So that's not a problem you want.
I don't even have to throw up a cap. You come for me, they coming through.
We all coming too.
Don't do it. Because that's what happens in these moments. Like I literally watched a video, and it was actually by a white woman on TikTok. It started with the older white gentleman. He was like, did anybody see that grown man hit that white lady? And she was like, well, I saw it. I watched it about 48 times.
Not 48.
She hit him. She messed around. She found out. And I think at some point we as a society have to hold people accountable for their bad behavior. Move the boat. Move the boat. That's it. That was his job. I can't go on your job telling you how to run your business. I can't go on your job telling you how to do your job. I can, but it's not efficient nor effective because guess what? Only one of us applied for the gig and knows what to do. And it ain't me because it's not my job. Move the boat.
I'm not going to come in your mini mart and tell you how to stock your groceries.
I mean, unless you ask me for a suggestion on a comment card.
Just move the boat.
Here's the other thing outside of the police and their shenanigans was, did you see the news clipping where the guy was like, hey, today, on the boat shore, there was a big brawl this man got jumped. Let's call it what it was. An African-American man got jumped by several people that didn't look like him. That's the other thing. So that's my frustration. Not only the police, but the way the media portrayed it. Like it was just two groups of people that got together and they were brawling.
No.
That ain't how that thing happened, bruh.
Right. Not when all these videos are floating around showing how it actually started. It'd be different if we just got the tail end or we just got a piece. We just saw.
But it ended as a war.
But
it did not start as a brawl. But
that is my point. How we came together, we defended our own. Y'all should be doing more of that instead of yapping on social media against each other.
And if you're selling a pair of folding chair earrings, holla at your girl. I
saw somebody with a necklace and it was really cute. I
saw a purse and I was like, I can't put nothing in that, but I'll wear some earrings. Another way black people is black people, and the way y'all showed up with these t-shirts on the same day, y'all.
Ma'am.
One thing we gonna do is make a joke out of something. We can't take nothing serious. Nothing. Can't take Nathan serious. Nathan,
but we so creative. And that is why people are culture roasters, because we just come through with the come through. Black people was black people on level 1000, and I love that for us.
Yes.
So all we got to tell you is that follow the directions the first time. Don't try to jump on nobody about doing their jobs. You look foolish. You might take an L. It's not a good look. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
All I could hear watching this situation the first time I watched it was my daddy saying, "Now, was it worth it?" And y'all know my daddy. You can hear him say it. Now, was it worth it?
No.
And all I could hear was, "Not for them. Was for me."
It was worth it for somebody.
These laughs got off. Listen, all day, every day. Was just tee-heeing to myself one more time before bed. I just want to watch it. That was funny.
Geez Louise. In other news of crazy stuff that happened this week, where actually, this one, black people were not black people on 1000, because if you watch the whole video that I'm about to speak of, there were some black people present that did not take up for these kids. So, 2 little black kids were at a pool. White lady who is supposedly, allegedly, the manager of the apartment complex that they were at, allegedly hit the little girl and then poured soda on the older kid and then hit him in the face with the soda bottle. In that video, there were black people present who did not take up for these children in the video. Now, whether or not they did prior to the video or after the video, I don't know who was recording said video. It might have even been caught on the cameras at the pool. This situation has me disturbed as a mom, as a community member, just as a black woman who's a daughter and a mother to 2 black children. I'm going to tell y'all now, I'm going to put it out into the world. Put your hands on Chloe and Ava. I will smile in my mugshot.
I will also be smiling in my mugshot.
I'll bail her out after somebody bail me out. Let me just say this. So,
PSA, Granny, you got to come get us all, because we're going to all be locked up together.
Please.
Well, who going to come get Granny? Because somebody going to lock her up too. But let me say this. So here was my thing. So I watched multiple videos of the situation with the children. So those kids did not live at the apartment, right? And it was a private pool. According to this lady, the said apartment manager, she had asked them not to keep coming into this private pool setting. And so then they showed the picture of the signs on the gate, and it said private property, no trespassing. And then it also said that children could not be at the pool without adult supervision. Okay. I get all of those signs and the legalities of all of that. My issue is the fact that, according to the 8-year-old, you slapped her in the face. When she slapped her, according to the 8-year-old, that's when the brother who was in the pool took water from the pool and just
splashed her.
So it splashed her, so she would be aware that, hey, she's not by herself and I see you. And at that point, he comes out of the pool. He was 11. to defend his sister. And at that time, she opens up this bottle, because you could see it in one of the video clips. She opens the bottle and she's throwing the Coca-Cola on him. And then she just kind of pours it over his head, right? And then she hits him in the face with it and in the chest. That's a problem for me. My thing is, if they're trespassing and you've asked them multiple times not to be there, and the kid said, we just wanted to swim and have fun, call the police. Call the police. Or find out where they live and go have a conversation with the parent. Did she owe the parents that? No, she didn't really. But if I've ran you off multiple times, then at what point do the parents have some responsibility in this too? Why do you keep sending your children into places that they shouldn't be in? Don't get me wrong. I'm not justifying the fact that she hit those kids, because again, I'm Chloe and Ava's Nana. And that's that.
Okay, here's my stance. We are assuming that the parent is at home. Many of the people within our community are single moms, and 9 times out of 10, in my heart of hearts, I believe that the mom is probably working. She's probably not at home. She might not even know her babies are at that pool, which is an issue. She knew?
They interviewed her.
Mm-hmm. They knew?
Said that okay. It's the community pool, but it's not a community pool.
Okay.
It's a private pool.
But those kids don't know what no trespassing means. They don't know that. They kids and they want to have fun and they want to be in some water. At the end of the day, if you want the kids to go, call the police, call the non-emergency number. You can even call Child Protective Services for all I care. But the minute that you decide to smack a child, the way that community should be protesting around that apartment complex is ridiculous.
And so now they are, right? Because that was one of the other videos that I watched. They are protesting. They're also calling for her job. They want her to be terminated.
She should definitely be fired. And I'm pressing charges.
She was arrested, and they have
kudos
charged
to these
her.
children, because the children never hit back. I never saw a video where the kids were disrespectful, because splashing water on somebody, to me, ain't disrespect. You at a pool, you're gonna get splashed. But they didn't. When she poured that pop on that little boy, I know some 11-year-olds that would have knocked the hell out that lady.
It makes
good,
me
bad,
wonder,
or ugly.
It makes me wonder if their parents have had conversations with them, because the way that young man stood there, he stood his ground, but he didn't curse. I didn't see in any of the videos him curse her. I didn't see in any videos of him touching her. He stood there in his stance like.
I bet you the conversation has been, you are a young Black boy, and if you are not careful, you won't make it home.
Yeah.
With the way in which he was just stoic in his stance.
He was.
It's that community subscribed fear about how Black men have to move through so that they can make it home is how that young man stood there. To my parents, whether you work, whatever you got your babies in this summer, it is up to us to protect our babies. Don't send your babies to the pool by themselves because you think they can swim. Even not just because of her, but
safety.
They could drown. Safety. There's not a lifeguard on duty at that pool.
Yeah.
And there are not lifeguards on duty at a lot of these apartment pools. My community does have a pool with the lifeguard, and my kids still ain't going by themselves. Well, because the lifeguards they're going with other teenagers. They're teenagers that are lifeguards.
And in the community in which I live in, we have a pool as well, right? And we have signs that are listed all around the cabana, everywhere. But guess what? These little jokers still jump the fence.
They jump the fence.
Now they put a gate up. They get over the gate too. But
it ain't that hot.
Right. It's hot outside. These kids don't want to be stuck in the house. Mm-hmm. If they can get in some water and have some fun, that's all. And that's what the young man said. He spoke very intelligently. I was very proud of him. He said, we just wanted to have fun. We wasn't trying to upset anybody. We just wanted to have fun.
It's sad. But there were what made me sad about it were the adults that watched her do it. And I get that you work there, but I will never watch an adult hit on a kid that don't belong to them. And if they are yours and I feel like you're doing too much, I still might call the cops on you.
I just
keep it simple. You want to
in my head, I am wrestling through what could have been the best solution for that lady. If she said she has told them multiple times not to come to the pool, it was mentioned calling the police, and the first thing I thought of was they would not have made it. And that's
why I said non-emergency.
That to me, yes, the non-emergency, but most people don't know their non-emergency line. Most people know 911.
911. Mm-hmm. And she would have been on some, oh my God, they're here trespassing. Not saying that they're 8 and 11.
Right.
And it could have been guns
little
ablazing.
brown boys that have been killed in the park with the soda in their hand. Correct. Minding their business.
And so that was my first thought was even if she did call the police, you made mention of how, they've probably had a conversation with that little boy. And the conversation was your blackness is weaponized. And it is made to be a thing to be feared, to be scared of, and it's not. And all I could think of is that lady has some balls on her to do that to them kids. I have been at several pools as a kid and as an adult that was not my community. And I've brought my godchildren with me. I've brought friends with me. Unfortunately, we've never been in a situation like that, but I can't imagine how I would react because half of my godchildren are Black. And I can't imagine somebody coming up to my godson and throwing a soda in his face and pouring it on his head and hitting him with the bottle without me going to jail. Because I have busted this lady's skull through the pavement. What is wrong with you? In what world, as an adult, your first reaction to harm a child?
She slapped her in the face.
You slapped a little girl and then you threw soda in a little boy's face. And I'm willing to bet the reason she didn't slap that little boy is because she probably thought he was going to hit her back. So she was like, well, I'll just throw a drink. So if he does hit me, boom, now I got reason to call the cop. Like these are the things that I'm thinking and I'm processing in my head, but I could never. Kids are annoying, right? I get it. They can be annoying. They're little terrorists. They're not always the sweet, cute little things, right? I get it.
My grandbabies are.
Moving on with what you were saying.
Next. Again, I love all my godchildren. I love all of my nieces and nephews, but kids can be annoying. I get it. In what world are you a fully functioning grown adult in your right mind to assume that this is how you handle children? Children. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, it don't matter. Children.
Kids.
Yeah, kids. They can't drive. So, they walked here or rode a bike or a scooter. These are not
taken them to her office and said,
you need to call your parents.
Mom. And then, hey, my name is such and such. I have your children here in my office. I need you to come here to pick them up. Everything's okay. They're safe. I'm going to get them a snack, but I need you to come pick them up. And then when they came to pick them up, hey, I need you to know that this is a private pool for residents only. They have trespassed a few times. I've asked them not to. And the next time that they do it, unfortunately, I'm going to have to call the cops. But I wanted you to know because I got your baby. Like, you were having conversations with babies. These
y'all trying to make sense. Y'all trying to make sense out of irrational people.
What I'm trying to do is if we get a viewer that is in this situation, that they don't put their hands on somebody else's kid. Let me help you. Help your people. Help people because maybe they will never see the video, but they will come in contact with children who are doing things that we have deemed inappropriate. There is a better way than putting your hands on someone's child.
Very much so.
Because the fact that she even got arrested, kudos to the parent. Because the minute my kid got home and said, I got smacked, I would have never called the police. I would have choked the hell out of that lady. She would have been calling the police on me. We can deal with double charges. I'm getting charges, she getting charges.
I can't.
But I wasn't calling 911 first.
No, and I really,
she was gonna see me. And that sounds horrible, but I'm gonna be loud, wrong, right, indifferent about my two. It's just
you still have a get out of jail free card.
I do. FYI, my parents gave me a get out of jail free card a long time ago. I am in my 30s, according to my mother, almost 40. She should stop saying that, but if we're rounding, I'm closer to 40 than 30. I know I don't look it. Good genes. Anywho, I've never used it, is the point. So I feel like I shouldn't even have to cash that one in if I'm choking somebody regarding your grandkids. I think I should maintain my card and still get out. Just saying.
Either
We're
way,
gonna get you out.
Right. You not staying in there. And
I'm not. But if I do, I'm smiling in my mugshot because I choked you in the daytime.
It was me.
Like, ma'am. I'd be like, can I see that picture? Hold on.
Did I have a glare? Did you?
It's my throat.
Did y'all catch my glare from earlier? I had a whole halo.
You had a halo on you. Yes.
I think I'll be like, this girl has smiled in her mugshot. Speaking of, let's make it light real quick before we let the people go.
Smile.
Before we let the people go, people smiling in their mugshot. Did y'all see Carly Russell's mugshot?
See who?
Carly Russell, the young lady.
The girl who got abducted by the orange head man.
Okay. I don't even care about that story.
I'm saying, because I'm trying to catch up on, y'all watch a lot of stuff and I don't. Y'all keep me up to date. So I'm just trying to make sure
who she said there was a baby on the side of the highway. Sis had just need a break and didn't just know how to tell these people, y'all getting on my nerves, I need a break. Anywho, she's smiling her mugshot, and that's how I know we need to get her some help. Because all teeth in her mugshot. Ex-boyfriend just was in the club.
Had a search and rescue or a lost and found party?
He had some type of party in the club where he was the special guest. Okay.
It's a lot going on.
I'm just gonna say that where we were
in Alabama too,
on
right?
1,000, they kind of knock us down a little bit. But I still think Alabama. Black people is up.
Alabama.
It's something about Alabama. We're gonna have to go on and check on our folks down there and see what's going on in Bama.
Bama, what's going on?
Listen.
Something's in the water in Bama. But nonetheless, sis was smiling in her mugshot. And if y'all think she has showed y'all all her pearly whites, play with my kids and watch how I smile in my mugshot.
Listen, they're going to have multiples. Okay, posing. Okay.
And that's what's going to be. And that's what it is.
Listen, don't let them catch one of the sides because I'm going to give them the right because it's my good side.
Okay.
Did y'all get the highlight? Did the flash catch the highlight? Did it?
And then don't play about because I'm gonna be in there. I'm being there asking too many questions. So what time is dinner?
And do we get snacks?
Do y'all really got cable?
Well, I'm a little tired.
I'm cold. Can somebody adjust
the
temperature
so you can sleep?
Yes, because I need to sleep. Can I get an extra blanket? This is a little itchy.
Can y'all turn down the AC? It's chilly in here. Y'all know this is paper.
They gonna be like, I be like, so what time is church?
Get her out.
Get out of here.
Who is on the praise and worship team? Do y'all play Kirk Franklin?
So which minister is presiding over this service?
Do y'all need somebody? Because I volunteer. This is
and today we are going through.
Listen, if we're gonna do all that,
I want to do the benediction.
No, we are not singing this long.
Let it shine.
No, Alice. We're not singing.
No, ma'am.
Either way, they're gonna be like, she didn't do whatever they thought she did because she done got all of our nerves. She got to go home.
We let her out. Actually, she's at home. If you were looking for her, she not here. She not here.
People gonna tell y'all the key in the door. Turn it.
No, because that means they gonna get me for leaving. No, you gotta let me out and process the paperwork. Did you process all the paperwork properly? Because I don't want nobody stop up at my mama's house looking for me.
Because I had a $20 bill in my wallet. I know I did. Where is it? Who took it?
Now y'all need to arrest them.
That's y'all some thieves. Officer, get my stuff so I can go home. Y'all
stole my $20.
Back my money.
You know what? I hope you put on somebody's books. I'm telling y'all now, they gonna get rid of me out the jail because I'm gonna annoy them.
Absolutely.
Or they're gonna put me in a padded room, and I got a feeling that's more comfortable.
She's gonna be like, "Well, I don't feel my best. Where's my red lip? Can somebody loan me a red lip?"
I watch too much TikTok. And there are TikToks out there by people who used to be incarcerated, and they talk about how they like use everyday items that they could have to make makeup and everything. I'm gonna be the flyest prisoner you ever see.
Listen,
just want
edges laid, face slayed. It's gonna be together.
I'm gonna roll y'all back because ain't neither one of y'all going to jail because
I'm gonna go to jail. Listen, hey, but somebody come out. I'm crazy.
So Kiana, you was gonna tell us something about the homeboy at the restaurant with the chair?
Oh, I talked about it already. The dude hit somebody in the head with a yellow chair. Now that was not allegedly. I seen the video. The chair yellow.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But you said it so quick. We like flew past. No, you was getting ready to start it, and I took us back for a minute to the BAMA brawl.
Yeah, dude. They was outside of a restaurant, and all I saw was yellow chair, bink, bink, binking. I don't know. I don't know why he binked somebody.
I didn't see no backstory. I just saw swinging.
There was swinging of yellow folding chairs. This is the week of the folding chair. Folding chair prices, yesterday's prices, not today's price. Folding chair prices are up 2,000%. Now, if you're looking for a good folding chair, hey, yo, I got the hookup on them. They are in the fellowship hall of every Baptist church.
We talked about that. Them Baptist churches finna lock them chairs up.
True. I just want y'all to know that I was in the store on Monday evening. I apologize, Tuesday evening, and the folding chairs were actually on sale.
Girl, was they $13.38? Because that's the sign I saw from somebody's Walmart.
$11.88. They were $11.88. Marked down from $19.97.
Oh, they said we finna make a killing off of this. Watch this.
They said we ain't been selling these chairs all summer because it's hot. We in a global boiling situation. We are no longer warm. We are boiling.
We on fire.
Ain't nobody been outside. Ain't nobody needed these chairs. Now all of a sudden they are used as a weapon.
They said, listen, this is how you market, honey. This is how you market. Put them things on sale.
We're going to put them on sale. The prices are down, and go get you a folding chair, okay? You can sit in it or you can swing it.
Let me say this because Asia, you sent us so many videos, and there was one with this guy who was out in his backyard
practicing.
Oh my gosh, he was swinging the chair, talking about he had to get ready. He looked like ghetto Mortal Kombat.
He did.
He was ghetto Mortal Kombat.
I'm just like, oh no,
God. It is what it is.
Long story long. Black people was black people in.
Yes, and we love to see it. We can't wait to see what next week holds.
We came together, and it's so important that we remember that we come together, we stand together, we fall together. It's just important, and it's something. Listen, some people would say, "Don't show that to your kids." No, these babies need to see that it's just like our family. Mm-hmm. If Asia swing, we all swinging. Period. We all swinging, and we'll talk about it later. But one swing, we all swing. Because
after we finish whooping up on whoever, they're gonna be like, "Now, why did you get us into this?" And I'll be like, "Well, she said something about my mama." And they're gonna be like, "Girl,
okay,
all right,
okay,"
and keep it pushing.
Because one of the things we don't do you calling us out of our name. Nope. We don't do mamas.
Nope.
We don't do daddies either.
We do daddies either.
And don't do grannies, and don't do cousins, and don't do aunties or uncles or pets. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Because let somebody say something
about Pope. No bad words.
You can't say or Bentley or Stormy or
Marley.
And when Big Mama was present, you bet not say nothing about her.
Or Dallas.
Ma'am, listen.
We don't play about our person either.
We don't play about the fur babies.
we don't play about none of these folk that we love. And so if you had decided to mess around and find out, may the odds be ever in your favor. In the words of one of the pastors in Kansas City, may God bless you because Lawrence A. Jones gonna dress you. Okay? Stop playing with me. You want to know who Lawrence A. Jones is? Google it. The people in Kansas City know what I'm talking about. Alice, do you have a nice kind word for these good old listeners here?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, again, we thank you for tuning in. We always have such an amazing time. In this part of the segment, I just want to say to you all, take care of yourselves. What does that mean? It means drink some water. Drink your water. It does not hurt you to drink water. It's good for the body. Drink water, eat a little bit more healthier this week. Make sure that you are doing some exercising. Look, if you say my knees hurt, my feet hurt, my back hurts, sit in a chair, do some chair exercise. Walk from the kitchen to your bedroom, get you some water while you're walking. Whatever you do, well, you can go to the kitchen and get water. But whatever you do, take care of yourself. Take care of your physical, your mental, and your spiritual health. I am very big on spending some one-on-one time with God. That's what I do. Whatever you choose to do, find some time for yourself. You are all you have. You are important. You should be important to you. Take care of yourself. Again, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Take care of yourselves.
And above all else, drink water and mind your business. And if you drink enough water, you will not have time to mind nobody else's business because you will be too busy going to the bathroom. All right. Thank you once again for joining us on a Barefaced and Bonnets. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it out. Let us know in the comments what you think of this week's episode. If you have something that you want us to discuss, drop it. Let us know. Send us an email. We're here for you. We're here for us too, but we're here for y'all. So we're excited for y'all to go along on this journey. Thank you once again for joining us. Peace out.
Have a good one, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.